gentlemen, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you happen to be. I'm Sharif. Welcome to the channel that tells you what others don't. What have we got today? A nice little piece of mod there. It's the Kanger Tech GEM. Lovely little piece. It's a small one. It's it's a fairly small one. I'll show you the box. I mean, it's a nice little box there. There you are. That's what it is, and it's a nice bit of opening as well in it. So all you do is just pull that bit there, and you got your mod in there, and then you open it, and oops, that's your charger that just fell. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice little piece of mod. The mouthpiece maybe is not gonna be to everyone's liking. Some don't like the bigger or the wider mouthpieces, but it vapes fairly well. There's no crackling on that pod because it's a ceramic pod. It's always the case, ceramic pods, they don't. You don't get that nice crackling. However, it does pull quite good. It's a nice little size. The weight is quite nice on it. I mean, it's not too heavy and it's not too light. So that's a bit of a bonus in there. The pod is it your usual TPD 2 milliliters worth of liquid in there, and it just pulls. It's magnetic, but it pulls fairly easy. So be wary of that. There you go. It's a nice, decent amount of vapor. Throat hit is quite good, comparing, to the size of it. But it's a decent throat hit, and the flavor is okay as well. So that's the pod. There is, as I said, magnetic one. So you pull it, and once you put it in, you get one light, and then you get the light that says, the pod is all right, and then you get the 3 lights above them, which is the battery indicator, how much is in it. So there you go. So that's the coil is all right. Now that's the battery indicator, 3 lights, and they go down. Usual stuff, 70%, down to 70%, and then it goes to 70 to 30, and then once it reaches 30, it's time to charge. So don't forget. Micro USB. There it is. There isn't much really to say about it. I mean, it's an okay tech spec. Let's do a quick tech spec on on that one. It's a 500 mAh worth of a battery, which is quite good. For its size, really. The coil is 1.2 ceramic, which as you've seen and you see again. It's a micro USB, and it fires at 11.5 watt. In all is your average one. I think this is one of those ones that sometimes could do with a bit of a priming before you take your drag. Let's try again. Yeah, you tend to get a bit of a better experience, shall we say, and a bit of a better throat hit. So. Yeah, comparing the sizes, because I know I experienced that myself. When I look at other videos and the size, even if you give it in millimeters and what have you, it's better to show it against something else. So that's against the crown, the UL crown. There it is. There you can see it's comparable to it. Okay, it's a bit narrower, shorter. It's a bit shorter, and fractionally, the crown is a bit fractionally narrower. We got it also against the Vupu Fine Trio S. Is a lovely piece of mod. That one. There is a review for that one as well. Again, it's shorter, but the Vupa's got twice the battery, but it's a pod mod, so I thought just give you a bit of a comparison. What do I think of it? It's a run of the mill really one. Is the mouthpiece might be for some. Some people don't like the wider mouthpieces, but you soon get used to it. Filling the pod is it's a fairly easy thing to do, really. I mean, there you go. That's the pod there. There's a bit of a tiny lip there, so all you do is you just pull it. If you pull that piece of rubber, or it's quite hard rubber, it's more like plastic rather than rubber, and you pull it, and there's a bit of a it's a bit of more of a plastic rather than rubber, and it exposes the the filling hole, which is quite it's a fairly decent size hole there. I didn't have any problems with it. So yeah, you fill it up, and preferably, you know, with a tiny, with a thin nozzle, and then you put it back, and it's quite good. There's no leaks in there at all, and it's fairly opaque, but you can see the, you know, how much liquid is left in it, especially if you put it, you know, against some bright light. The pod is, you know, it comes out, you know, quite easy. You know, there's hardly any resistance in it, so that's something, you know, to be careful with, especially if it's in a pocket or something like that, and you go and pull it, bang, you get the pod only. So you need the battery to go with it, so you have to dip in there. You know, for that, a big one drawback with that one is it comes only with one pod. So if your pod is a bit iffy or it doesn't work, basically you're stuffed. So if you happen to want to order one of them or to buy one of them, make sure you get at least a spare pod or you know, or a couple. But there it is. You know. It looks very nice. This is in the blue. They do different colors as well. So you know, as you can see, this is it's a nice little piece of mod. But personally, I wouldn't use it, you know, so much. I'm just being, you know, straightforward with you as ever, as usual. There are other ones, you know, that will give you, you know, a much better vaping experience, shall we say. The mod hasn't got really anything, you know, to say about it, apart from being just the usual run-of-the-mill stuff. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this, a short one, and I'll see you again in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.